Justin taking the scoring bead, setting everything to 0-0. And we are underway. Both Justin and Noah have very heavy breaks here. Expect a lot of action out of these balls.
Lane, we're down to 6 players in the open division.
One ball in the side pocket. 2 ball coming down here for position. Doesn't want it to fall, though. All right.
It stayed.
I look at this layout here, and I don't really see anything too challenging for a player of Justin's caliber. Already prepping up to see what type of angle he wants to have on the 3 ball.
Backing off arrows. Nice. You looking to stop it there?
More than likely. I mean, the cue ball is going to drift to the right ever so slightly. My only wonderance is, depending upon what he gets on the 4 ball, if the 5 ball is going to go to the right side pocket, or maybe even the top left. So there's the ever so slightly drift I was talking about. If he's flat enough on this 4 ball, I don't see him doing a whole lot of movement to play the 5 in the upper left, and that's what he's looking at right now. The 6 to the 7, though, that's where we're going to see a lot of movement. Now there he just glanced at maybe trying to draw the cue ball over to the right side rail to get short side position for the 5 in the side. And that's what he elected.
Yes. Which should give him natural position for the 6.
Yeah, I would imagine he's gonna make sure that he stays above the 9 ball. But notice how I think on every shot though he's checked to see where his cue ball is going to be on the next shot.
On the next shot, yes.
So that way he can decide whether or not if he likes what he's going to do. Let's see if he does it again. Is he going to come down here and look at the 7 ball, or is he just going to shoot? He just glanced at the 7, so it looks like maybe on the left side of the table is where the cue ball is going to be. Nicely done.
Now, how to hold it for the 8?
Yeah, the angle here isn't really all that great.
You think he may kiss the 8?
Well, I don't know if he's going to risk that or if he's just going to go ahead and try to stun the cue ball on the short side of the 8. You can see he doesn't like it. Yeah. If he was a little flatter on the 7 ball, he can just push through with a roll shot. A little bit of elevation there. Still, he doesn't even like that. And there's the short side position on the 8 that I was talking about. Nicely done. Justin being very respectful of his players on the other table there.
Yeah, Earl's, he's walking around the table looking at all those possibilities. So
With that
Right.
9, Justin opens the set with a break and run.
all right. All right, everybody. Next weekend, Lisa and I'll be over at Woody's Hideaway for the next stop of the Infinity Ladies Tour. It's in Katy, Texas. So, ladies, if you're available, come on out and play. It's the longest running women's tour in the country.
I told you both of these players have such smashing breaks. Noah there almost made 2 balls on the break there. The 2 and the 6. You see them sitting right
Yep.
next to the pockets. You just needed one of them to fall. This, I would be willing to bet Noah would be able to run out from here. I have the pleasure of actually playing against Noah from time to time in our Thursday night league over at Skinny Bob's.
Oh, okay.
We did match up this past Thursday, and I got destroyed 9-5 in a race to 5. Or I'm sorry, race to 9. Both I'm currently a 651, and in that league, if your Fargo is 650 to under 700, you go to 9. Because your race is based on your Fargo, usually within like a 50-point span.
Okay.
The most you can go to is 10, and that would be for 700 plus players. But we don't even have 700 plus players in our league.
Okay. So basically, you are both racing to 9.
Yes. I actually was anticipating that I was going to get really destroyed when I was down like 8-3, but I managed to grab 2 more games before Noah got me.
Is y'all's win-loss, or is it scored by games?
Well, we play a race. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Repeat the question?
It's basically, is it the way your league reports? Is it based on win-loss, or is each game counted towards
each game is counted as an individual record towards the Fargo.
Okay.
So we don't log 9-5. We log a bunch of 1s and 0s.
Okay.
Until all the ones add up to 9 on one side and all the ones add up to 5 on the other side. And that's due to the limitation of the league system that is used to run the league.
Is it the LMS system?
Yes.
So it is a CSI. Oh, you bumped it. Oh. That hurts.
I was actually curious as to what he was intending on doing there. Judging by the pace of that, I'm guessing he wanted to zigzag the cue ball back towards the middle of the table to get position on the 3 like this for the bottom left corner pocket.
Get past it. Get past it.
Nicely done.
Can you see a full ball? Yeah, going down like you can.
Oh, a little bit of a rattle there.
Think Justin will go for the 5-9?
You know, it's tough to say. I'd almost be willing to bet no.
Would you?
Would I?
Yeah.
Probably not either. I would not be surprised if Justin decided to bank the 5 down table and try to actually stick the cue ball right behind the 9. Even though he's measuring up for the 5-9 combo, he can do this as well, and it's also actually a pretty safe shot too because the cue ball is going to come back down towards the head rail.
Right.
Or if he wanted to, you just saw him line up, he can try the 5-9 combination and then try to billiard the 6 in at the same time, just to be able to stay at the table. Yeah, see, that's what I meant by not going for it. And he did not want to hit the front of the 7 there. He actually looked to see that the cue ball would be behind the 7.
Try to hide the cue ball behind the 9 on this one?
That's,
or are they too far apart?
I think they're too far apart to get a lot of movement out of the 5 ball because that's the most important thing, right? To get the 5 ball at least past the side pockets.
Right.
And I don't see that you can do that and hold the cue ball behind the 9. Like Noah's going for the 1 rail bank.
Oh, 9 went towards the side pocket. Well, everything looks pretty wide open now.
Nice little stop shot there from Justin. I don't know if the angle here allows Justin to play another stop shot without the 6 ball kind of bouncing off the point of the side pocket. Definitely. I don't know if he really wants to send the cue ball up table only to come back down.
Yeah.
Shaking his head. I'm pretty sure he doesn't like the position that he actually got. Yeah, so maybe catch the 6 ball a little thick, send the cue ball up table with some top left spin to come back down. Oh, he spun it 2 rails with right spin. With the perfect speed, too.
All right.
This is another thing, folks, that I like about being in the commentary booth when I get to watch players that are better than myself, so I can learn how they're going to play this. Initially, I'm thinking if he just soft rolls this in, he's going to have a tough shot on the 9, but he'll definitely have that shot. Otherwise, do you try to move the cue ball?
Right.
And
All right.
with that 9 ball, Justin takes a 2-0 lead.
Well, there's plenty of AI ASMR voice generators.
You're actually looking that stuff
I'm looking it up. Y'all started it, so
Okay,
I'm.
people. So now we enter the ASMR commentary version of this stream. Let's watch it. It's Justin tries to get himself the perfect track. Break it run and to start the match.
It's like, hey, y'all brought it up, so I'm like, oh, freaking, I'll go all the way with it. May have to have rainfall sounds in the back and rain sound in the back for calming.
Hold on, like I said, can I scratch the microphone?
You should be able to.
That might be annoying. I don't know.
It could be. Did I go through?
Yeah.
One went down.
Yeah, but look at the two ball.
Yep. 2 ball and a 3.
I love how the formations of the balls form a triangle.
That is actually pretty cool. You gonna push out and give distance.
More than likely. But like I said, when you're playing, when you have players of this caliber, where do you push the cue ball to?
Yeah.
Right? If Noah can see enough of the two ball, I expect that he's going to bank the two ball to where the 3 and like on the right side rail in the middle diamond, so that way the 3, 9, and 6 become blockers, because the cue ball is going to be on the other side. If he can see enough of the two ball.
Yeah. He's looking at it.
I hope he doesn't like it though. So, you know, I was saying before earlier in the stream about push, and the question is when Justin decided to push here, Noah doesn't like it, so he gives it back. And so you would think that, does Justin even have a plan at this point?
Yeah, well, they always say you should never push out without a plan. At least that's what I was always told.
Well, that's what I was saying before, to where like you, the pusher usually will try to place the cue ball in a spot where the opponent would have a low % chance of being able to pull something off, in hopes of that you'd be able to get it back.
Right.
But even if you got it back, it's not like you have a high % chance at pulling something off. You would only hope that you have a higher
chance,
% chance of pulling something off, like what Justin did here.
Which he did do a good shot, getting it behind that 4 ball.
Mm-hmm. I would expect this is a 1 rail kick. Cue ball will hit the rail right before the side pocket.
Oh, solid hit. We'll get some love.
Not quite. What is Justin thinking about? I'd be willing to bet he actually wanted the cue ball behind the 7 and the 8.
Yeah.
I think
Noah can see about half the 2 ball.
Yeah, I think Noah can see the 2 ball.
Yeah.
Looks like he could see enough of it to make it.
Yeah.
Because he did overcut the ball. Looks like he might have got a little bit of a roll there. Justin might be able to see the 2 ball, but the 3 ball does block enough of it to prevent going into the top left.
Tapping the finger.
You can see there he's checking that he wants to cut the 2 ball to the short rail and have it come back and probably not touch the 9 ball because he's going to leave the cue ball up there by the rack area as the cue ball goes from side to side. I'm not sure if the running into the 6 was part of the plan or not.
It's close. Noah's like shooting the 2 ball right at me. Looks like it'll go.
I don't think so. I mean, he can see the 2 ball again.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can see enough of it. I mean, he can maybe try to spin it in. Yeah, all right.
Oh, beautiful.
What a shot. Wow.
Man, left a good shot for the 3 ball, too.
You can see we're already looking at the 6 ball. He's checking to see if the 6 ball can go into the side pocket because that's going to dictate how he plays from the 3 to the 4. So that way when he shoots the 4, he can maneuver to get to the 6 where he's looking at now. Even if the 6 can't go into the side pocket. If he gets anywhere in that area, like where the 3 ball's at, he'll more than likely play a safety.
All right. Aro just won the match against Ethan.
Ooh, hopefully he's got the angle. He's shaking his head. He doesn't like it. Yep. So, I mean, I can't tell from the camera angle here on whether or not if he pushes through the 4-ball, if the cue ball will come underneath the side pocket or not, because then he's going to have to spin the cue ball up table. Nope, he had the angle where he can just roll the ball, and so here's the position on the 6 that I was talking about.
Yes, exactly.
It's questionable on whether or not it can go, because if it can't, then we can see how he's going to play safe by just banking the 6 around the 7, the 8, and sticking the cue ball right on the 7 ball. But if the ball can go, it's a matter of where's that 7 going to go, and there's the safety I was talking about. He sticks the cue ball on the 8, though. Okay. So for those of you watching, this is the benefit of planning like that far ahead into the rack.
Yep.
You already know what you're going to do by the time you get to a certain point in the rack. Noah unsuccessful with the kick. That might end up costing him this rack.
What do we do for the combo?
I don't see him doing that at all.
No, he changed it.
There's always 6 in the side. Just roll up for the 7 in the corner. Roll up here for the 8 in the same side, 9 in the bottom right. I mean, the combo is clearly an option, but when you're starting with ball in hand.
Right. Open it up to all your options.
Right. Noah really hasn't had any real good opportunities during this set.
No, he hasn't.
If I had to count, I think maybe 2. I think maybe he had 2 opportunities. But other than that, he's either kicking at a ball or he has to play safe because he can't see enough of the ball for it to go in.
See what his sledgehammer break holds on this one.
Well, we saw he almost dropped 2, but ended up being dry. There we go. Not a favorable layup on the 1, though. No, but I've played Noah enough. I've seen him cut shots like this so smoothly. I wonder if he's going to try it again. Maybe bump into the 5. Oh, never mind. Up and down the table. Nicely done.
Very nice.
All right, this looks good here. I'd only wonder where's that 6 ball going to go. All right, checks to see if the 6 passes the 8. There, I'm sure he just saw that the 6 could go into the side pocket. He's checking to go past the 8 one more time.
Up.
6 in the side.
Yep. Would you try rolling it up down to the bottom of the 7?
With where the 8 ball is at, it does not matter. I don't
Okay.
actually see him doing that. Like, this is perfectly fine here. Even if the cue ball stayed above the side pockets, because of where the 8 ball is at, it really doesn't matter. Not for a player of Noah's caliber.
All right. Justin just gave it to him, so don't need to shoot it. All right, so Noah's.
So you can't count out a player like Noah, even though he's
No,
down 3-0, and then now with that break and run, score is 3-1.
Oh. I did warn you, Justin is very meticulous. He will look over the rack multiple times. He will take it apart and put it back together. But when you're a 700-plus player, you do what works for you. And like you said, you want to make sure them balls are all where you want it.
This time we have a dry break.
And it's not a pretty layout at all.
We can definitely see that Noah's going to play a safety here and try to lock the cue ball behind the 4. Just like that. Wanted just another inch or two out of that cue ball and like freeze the cue ball to the 4 ball.
4 ball, yeah.
So that way you can cut off a lot of kick angles.
Think you can still go the long row with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Justin was drawing a landing zone like behind the 5 and the 7.
Right.
I don't know if that was for the 1 ball or if that was for his cue ball.
Well, I'm going to say it was 1 ball.
Well, I tell you what, though, if it was for the 1 ball, especially at that route,
yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Because I would have thought if it was meant for the 1 ball that he'd be cutting the 1 ball
Yeah,
over there,
exactly.
and the cue ball would just slide up table, not kick bank the 1 ball
I
in
don't
that
think
area.
he meant this, but it's going to graze it. He hits 3 ball maybe. Stop it. Yeah, I need another drink. You want one?
Sure. Here,
No, you're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Another Diet Coke, please.
You, no problem. Right back. I need more caffeine.
We got a funny cluster of balls here in the middle of the table. Curious as to what kind of safety Noah can come up with on this one. Tries to thin the 1 ball. Successful in the safety in regards to, just can't shoot it into the side pocket, but he can clearly see the 1 ball and clip it. I can see Justin maybe trying to cut this one ball down towards the 4 ball and maybe try to put the cue ball somewhere by the 3. Yeah, just like this. What a shot. Two potential kick options here. Noah's looking at one right now. This is the one for the kick and make, really. You can kick to the head rail underneath the 1 and the 4. It's just that you have to elevate over the 3 ball. But Noah elects to do anyway. Maybe not. And I think the problem with going to the foot rail is you probably have to use a little bit of inside spin to make sure that you pull the angle back to make a successful hit. What a shot. I don't know if Justin's cue ball can go back and forth and to at least be able to see the 2 ball. I want to say that maybe the 9 ball might be in the way. There's the back and forth. What a shot. Definitely would anticipate maybe a safety here unless Justin wants to be a little gutsy and play the carom off of the 5 ball for the side pocket. That might allow him to hold position for the 3. You see he's looking at it. Doesn't really like it though. Let's see if he's still going to try it though.
You looking at the spin? What
No,
spin is gonna put on it?
well, the answer to that might be yes, but the option that I see that he has here is to play the 2 ball in the side pocket, but it has to go off
Off
the
the
5.
5, yeah. I see that. Oh. Yeah, give me a moment. Pops, I'll repost the bracket. You want the open or the women's? Huh?
I could do that.
They're going to have little Chris watch the shot. There's the open division. Yeah, everybody, that's little Chris out there. There you go, Pops. He hit the 2 first. He hit the 2 first. Excellent call, sir.
Yeah, Noah was concerned about the double hit on the 2 ball since it was so close.
You're welcome, Pops. Oh, nice position. And that's the 4 ball on the top of the right, top short round. Or is it 6?
That's the 6. The 4
Okay,
ball's
4's
right
down
here.
there. Okay.
So the question is, does it pass by the 5, which is what Noah's looking at right now. Okay, this clearly means Noah's going to try to take the 4 ball into the bottom right corner pocket. 5 ball will be going into the same one. Most likely would want the cue ball to be underneath the 5 ball or parallel with it, with the head rail here, so that way he can maneuver his cue ball back up table for the 6. Oh, but he clips the 5. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yep.
These shots right here are so touchy.
Is it, are you referring to making sure you set up for the next ball?
Yeah, because, I mean, you have to heavy spin this that you actually risk missing the ball. It would not surprise me if Justin decides to
take the longer.
Yeah, take a well, I was going to say play a safety actually,
Yeah.
and
knock
the 4 ball around table, because this is what I was talking about with the shot being so touchy. Is the cue ball is going to move.
Yeah.
I actually would have thought if Justin would have risked hitting that softer with a boatload of right spin to try to stick the cue ball like two diamonds closer, he would still be underneath the side pocket. That's what I was really referring to about it being a touchy shot.
Okay.
But it looks more like he kind of punched it with like maybe a middle cue ball, and that's why it stuns over into the position that he's in right now.
But this angle should, as long as he can get through the traffic, he should be able to get back on that 6 ball from it.
Well, I mean,
or is it hit the long rail?
The angle naturally goes back up table. We get that part.
Right.
But depending upon if he decides to use any spins, he's got to avoid the 7 and the 8 on the way up.
Top.
Might have a twist of right spin on it. There's the 8. Would have been a good bump off the 8. Now he put his hand up. Does that mean the 7 ball is blocking the 5 ball?
I don't know. It doesn't look like the 5 ball's all the way in the jaws. It looks like part of it is sticking out, maybe. Oh, maybe not.
Nope. Yeah, the 7 ball does block enough of the 5 ball here. We're going to see Noah with a jump shot. I would wonder that the speed he's going to use is going to be enough to maybe clear the 7 ball by a diamond. There's that. In order to do this, that's still just a little too hard.
Ouch.
But that was all calculated because it's common that players just wouldn't be aware enough that they would hit that jump shot too hard.
Yeah, right.
And the cue ball would get much, much closer to the 5 ball. And then after the 5 ball falls, the cue ball flies off the table.
Ah, yes.
So I was saying that, clear the 7 ball by a diamond.
Yeah.
And so that way when the cue ball hits the table, it'll eventually
start bouncing.
It'll start bouncing and picking up roll for the cue ball to go the route that it went.
Play safe here.
Uh-oh. Hopefully it didn't land in the window there. Looks pretty close.
Oh, God. I should not be drinking these things, but they taste good. But I don't drink very many of them, so. He's going to try going through it. Oh, he spun that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ouch.
Okay, with this ball in hand, Like Noah's going to play the 6 to the top left corner pocket, push the cue ball to the side rail, and back out to the middle of the table for the 7 in the left side. Under hit that just slightly because now the cue ball has to come down table and come back up. This looks like an angle where he can play both the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket. Oh, no.
Wow.
That's unfortunate.
It looked like it went in and came back out.
So going back to what I was talking about with watching players better than myself,
Yeah.
I'm already tempted to bank this into the lower left corner pocket. Cue ball will naturally go 2 rails, and I can have position on the 9 in the upper right corner pocket. But, a 1 rail bank full table, I'm very likely to miss the ball, sell out, and lose the rack. So what does Justin decide to do? Tries to play the safety. This is like kind of okay. Actually, you know what? I would say like it would be better. This safety would be better on a 9-foot table.
Right.
On an 8-foot table, not so much. A little friendly bump. Just like that. Nicely done. You get that extra foot of real estate, and that shot that Noah just did on the next to last ball, I don't think it was the 8 ball, becomes much harder.
Ooh. Get that there. Justin's beating himself up.
He's not happy with the safety that he got.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get the hot seat next after this. We'll be down to 4 players. We'll get the hot seat on the stream.
For the Open?
I'm thinking we'll get the hot seat on the stream table, and then on the other one will probably be the other, the fourth place.
Okay.
I'm guessing. It looks like James is starting to warm up. Mike's been warming up back here. They're taking a quick break, everybody. All right, we're back at it, everybody. Close.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm hoping you wouldn't think.
Oh, look at this 9. Look at this 9.
Oh, jeez.
Doesn't
Look.
matter. Noah made a ball on the break.
Okay, and look where the 1 is.
Yep.
Just tie it up.
Oh. Oh, no.
And Justin will be able to see it. Why so many people hit the 1-9 so hard to try to get that 1 away from the 9 in case they do miss
No,
it.
I'm on board with what Noah did.
No, but I'm not, from other matches I've seen.
Yeah.
They always power through it.
Because I want to make sure that I have the highest percent chance at making the ball, even though that if I don't, I end up with a result like that.
Right.
Because with that early 9, Justin is on the hill.
Yep. Okay, Justin, a break.
One ball down in the side pocket, but the 9 ball blocks the 2.
When is Justin's arms feeling okay? He seems to be stroking a lot. Just out on its own, like maybe it's tight or something.
More than likely, just trying to loosen up the muscles. Here we are again with the push scenario.
Yep.
Last time Noah gave it back and Justin executed a decent safety. Noah says, "Not this time. I see the safety."
Yep, exactly. Did he get through there?
He can definitely jump his way through there.
Right.
I don't think he can directly shoot and hit the 2, though. Not unless he wants to do a one-rail kick and hit the 2 from behind. Never mind, he could see it.
For a second, I thought he was going to do a full Q jump.
Well, it's just not a Mucci. So it wouldn't work. Definitely would have fouled.
They're down. Good position on the 3. Hell, the 6 ball was up towards the rest of them, and he'd be a perfect drill.
Yeah. Oh, no. I was wondering whether or not if that 9 ball was going to come into play or not.
All right, it's Justin's opportunity.
Definitely got to check to see if the 7 ball passes the 8 first before you get started.
Be down there.
Yeah, the tables don't have numbers here. They have names.
Yes. Texas cities, to matter of fact. Except for one. There's not a Texas city with the X starting it.
Not a Texas city that starts with X.
So guess what the name of the table is?
Xylophone?
No, all your X's.
Oh, my God.
Because, see, the plan is they're waiting for the lease for the doctor next door to run out because I don't think he's coming back. They want that for all 9-footers.
Oh, nice.
So that's the future plans.
Are they going to be able to knock down a wall, or are they?
I don't know how they're going to do
it. Or put
it.
a doorway in? Otherwise, you have 2 separate
I think
lots,
I think they're
basically.
going to have connections.
Okay.
But I was like, what, are you going to name them after counties? Or what? They haven't figured out that far. Didn't quite get back far enough.
No, I think he actually went a little too far. He thought he was patting the table to get the cue ball to slow down. He is not happy with this position.
I think he'll end up trying to cut it to the bottom right.
That's where he wanted to in the first place, so I can definitely see him sticking to that plan. Cue ball is going to 2-rail out of the bottom left corner pocket.
Right.
But if he had a thicker angle, then I can see the cue ball going 3 rails I mean, the cue ball still might go 3 rails from here. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Jeez, I don't think he was anticipating that.
At least he can still see the 7.
I would have thought, even with the angle that he had, he still would have allowed his cue ball to 2 rail out of that corner pocket. The question is whether or not if the right side rail still would have came into play at that thin of an angle. What a shot. That should pretty much be the set right there.
Yep. All right. So Justin takes this one.